welcome to a new video. Today, as you can see, I am outside, which might be a bit weird because we are never outside in my videos, but it was just so nice weather today, and I was like, let's film a video in the sunlight. And now the sun is hidden by a cloud, and also I feel like I should probably have turned you around since the sun is kind of behind me, but here's my house and I want nature behind me. The birds are singing loudly, so I hope you enjoy some ambience of birds singing. And I just had generally like lots of happy bookish things happening to me lately, or like that I'm doing lately, and it made me happy. So I thought that I would literally just have a bookish chat about all the things in my life right now that makes me happy, that has to do with books. Which doesn't make much sense maybe, but it's just fun and to be outside. And I really hope that all of my million neighbors are not judging me from wherever they're sitting outside right now. At least it's not raining, then I wouldn't be sitting here. I thought I would start off with, oh, that was a car. I'm gonna be scared this whole video. I'm showing off some library books that I have gotten lately that I'm excited for and that I definitely have no time to read, but I still thought I would make a video to show them off because I was planning to do a library haul, but now I don't bother anymore, so let's just do that. Also, I'm sitting on a rock and it hurts my ass, so there's that. So I got Sing If You Can Dance by Alexa Castle. This I had to order in from another library, and I'm reading this for a vlog. I'm actually reading this in 2 days or tomorrow maybe, so maybe already before you're watching this. So this is one that I actually had time for, and I have no idea what it is about because I bought it for a specific vlog. Not bought it, borrowed it. Sorry, I'm used to saying bought it. Yeah, I didn't spend any money on it, so you should be proud of me, and I'm excited to see what I will think about it. Yay! Then I also got 1793, which is originally in Swedish. It is by Nicholas Natt-Ogdag. Is that the name of the series, or is the name of the author? Why is the last name of the author Night and Day in... what? Either way, this is a Swedish crime book, and the only reason I picked it up was because I saw it in the library when I was working there, and I remember that Sarah had just read it, and then I was like, is that the same series, Sarah? She was like, yeah, and I was like, maybe I should read it. But then I actually didn't have the first book, so I had to book the first book in another library that I picked up 2 days later. So now I have this, and I don't even like crime, but the way that Sarah described the book was pretty like brutal, etc. So I thought that I could be interested in it. It is 381 pages. I don't think I will use a long time reading it, but I definitely think that I don't have any time to read this now. Like literally, if I follow what I have in mind, unless I just throw TBRs out of the window, I probably won't have time to read it until July. But I can only renew it a couple of times, so we shall see if I manage to squeeze it in somewhere else, because now I am curious about the series and now I want to read them. And again, no money has been spent. Then of Hold, I got Utredningen av omfang by Solveig Balle. This is the first book in that series. I don't even know what to translate it to. It's like about the calculation of rooms. I don't even know what room omfang would be in English, honestly, but this is supposed to be, I think, a 7-book series where the main character experienced the same day over and over. And I had seen this book a lot around because I work in a bookstore and a library, so I see it around a lot. It is originally in Danish, and I was like, what even is that? Why is it so popular? It seems like it's getting less and less popular by book because everyone thinks it is repetitive since she's living through this day over and over. But because I heard about the plot, that is why I got curious about it, because I now want to read this book where she lives through the same day over and over. I thought that sounded very interesting, and for me, I like kind of like a time loop. Like, I find that interesting in general. I would read lots of books if I was stuck in one. So now, because of that, I'm going to read it, and if it is repetitive, I think I will enjoy it. So the thing that turned everyone off turned me on, and then it's just really long with this for the first book, but not the other ones, because the first one everyone wants to read it and check it out. So then I actually need to read this very soon because I can't renew this one. But do I have time? Absolutely not. Then I borrowed Oskespiral, which I again have no idea, something spiral in English, by Leander Jenna. I got this because they won the listener's prize last year, and I heard good things, and I needed something to fill in my Norwegian book log that I still have not finished. I thought I needed 2 more books for that, but now I actually think I need 3 or something. I don't even know. I was supposed to finish that vlog now in April. I don't think it's gonna happen. But then I realized I had books for that planned. I just had forgotten about them. So now I can't even put that in the vlog. And I know I can just return it without reading it, but I feel like when I borrow them, I committed to them, so that I need to read them. It is a short book, like 200 pages. So I feel like I should get it in somewhere, and I feel like it's gonna be really weird and I won't understand anything, but I actually don't know anything about the plots. But I borrowed it and I guess I should read it then. Another one I borrowed at the library was 11%, which is by Maren Uthaug. This one I have been interested in since it was released because it had a boob on the cover and I was like, oh my god, boob. And then it was very, very hype when it came out. I think this is also originally in Danish, and I think that it is about women in society, not needing men, or there's something about how we only need 11% of men to reproduce. We don't actually need men, except like 11% or something, to like keep humanity going. So it's something to do with like that the women gets power in society, a bit like, what's it called, Power by the Nobi lady. And I didn't know it was about that, but then someone told me, and now I don't kind of want to read it anymore because I always think like gender books that are separated to gender, etc., are very, they exclude non-binary people and people who don't identify in general as men or women, or people who identify as both, and I just don't like it. So now I feel like I'm not gonna like it, but I still kind of am curious enough to read it, and it is only 351 pages long, and now I already got it, but I'm like, oh, do I actually want to read it now? I don't know, but again, I don't have any time. Now there is a plane, so I feel like all this ASMR that is happening, I don't know if it's the right choice. Okay, the last one I got from the library is Han Solo by Robin van de Walle, and this one I think is like a gay contemporary, and I think it has a lot of to do with Star Wars references, which is why it's called Han Solo. And I know it is, as I said, queer, and it's actually written by a person that I don't directly work with, but I know of because he works in the same place as me, and I thought it was really cool that he released books, and I was like, I really want to read it, and also heard it was queer, so I feel like those two things turns me on. And like I said, it's a contemporary book from a person that is kind of my age. I'm curious about how I will like it. Also, there's wind now, like what is going on? Is this why people don't record outside? And I don't know if I will like it because, well, I don't know Star Wars, maybe it's the right word, but I'm curious about this. And again, it is 248 pages. I could read it super easily. Do I have time? Absolutely not, but I am gonna get to it now that I have it before it expires, I swear. So to go from free books to the most expensive, one of the most expensive books I ever bought, because I recently got my Babel Sub Press edition. I did unbox this in a vlog, but I still thought that I would show it off here. This is the Sub Press edition of Babel, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It is bigger than my face because these are just like gorgeous exclusive editions, and like I feel like I should not take it even outside. Like the sun, it's gonna destroy it. Like don't look at it, sun. Go away. As we know, Babel is like one of my favorite books ever. I think I have 10 editions now. This is just such a stunning book. Like look at it. Like wow. Oh my god, opening it was kind of scary. It's not a book you would read in. It's a book you would collect. And the red is absolutely gorgeous. And I obviously bought this at once when I knew it was coming, or when the pre-order opened. I know some people skipped out on the cover because it has like focus on the couture and not like the building, and people didn't find it as nice. I think the red and the way this is designed so differently from the 400 other Babel editions that we had, I think that made it more interesting actually, and I think it's an absolutely gorgeous book that obviously is produced so expensively that just holding it makes me a bit scared, and it's one of my most prized possessions that I'm gonna save if my house is burning. Obviously I wanted to show it off because I just got that, and it's one of the things that made me happy and bookish lately. Going off that, I was contacted by PocketBook and they sent me a free PocketBook, which I thought was really cool. Again, I did obviously have an own like more focused video around that unboxing, but I still thought I would show it off here. That just reminded me I forgot to bring a book outside, so I'm gonna go and get it. Here we have the cover for Mistakes Were Made, which I read on this, and then we have Mistakes Were Made. So these kind of belong a bit together because I read this in that PocketBook vlog, and I found Mistakes Were Made, which is my most recent 5-star read. And by most recent, I feel like I have now had 2 5-stars read this year that like have not been rereads. And this was amazing. I absolutely loved it. It's a romance book. It follows these college students that meets this older woman, a MILF, we can say, not like super old, but like still much older than her. She's a doctor and she's a college student, and they have a one night stand. But then I found out that she's a friend of her daughter, because like they met like a month ago, so she didn't know they were friends. And then like they're like, we can't keep doing this, and they keep doing it, and it just doesn't stop. Like, we start with this one night stand, and then it's just like the longing, the way the romance was written, how they were together. It was absolutely incredible. I enjoyed it so much. The good news, she likes someone. The bad news, it's her best friend's mom. And I just felt like it had a perfect balance of drama and, what to say, like romance, longing, character development for the characters. I absolutely love it. I gave it 5 stars. So I felt like I very much recently read this like a couple of days ago, so I feel like it fits so well. And again, I think it's amazing that I got sent a new e-reader. Like, that is incredible. And I feel like this is one of my coolest YouTube moments, because like I haven't had that many. Okay, I had loads. I'm joking. I had so many good memories. But like, still really cool to like get sent something that is very relevant to my channel. And it's really cool that I now have like a not Amazon own e-reader, because I also obviously have my Kindle that I would still keep using. So I just thought it was really cool. It's very cute and red. I wanted to show you. Look, it's very red. It matches Babel. Kinda. And I'm just very grateful and cool, and it's because of all of you watching my channel, and I'm very grateful. So speaking about watching my channel, I posted the I read 1000 pages a day for a week for my 1000 video, and it's done so well that I'm always a bit like, what is going on? Like, so well to compare to anything on my channel ever. So I want to thank everyone for supporting that video so much. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like, I'm very grateful for anyone who checked that video out. It was a lot of work. Now you have all inspired me to do another one, and I'm like, I do not have time. I need to go to work. I don't have time to set off a week for reading, but I am trying to make it happen. I'm gonna do maybe some like smaller challenges, but still, like, I want to do a bigger one than one I did. We just see. It probably will be a little while before I'm able to do it, but like, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you so much for the support on that video. It's another bookish thing that's made me incredibly inspired and happy lately. Thank you also to everyone that has supported Vida. It has been a ride of when I decided to do this. Who knows? Speaking on videos, etc., I have now entered Water 7 in One Piece, which also makes me incredibly happy, because it's like people's favorite arc, apparently, like one of their favorites. Like, I just read like 2 of the omnibuses in Water 7 so far, and they are absolutely incredible. Like, the story is so good right now, and I want to cry and scream, and I have these 2 left that I hopefully, I was gonna say hopefully get to both this week, but that sounds very ambitious for me. I'm planning to post this like a arc video for all of Water 7, like the 4 omnibuses, instead of like 1 omnibus video for each. So look out for that very soon now. And Vida, if you're watching this and waiting for One Piece videos for me. But yeah, I'm just so incredibly happy and grateful that I get to read the story, and that is happening in my lifetime, because honestly, like, it's becoming one of my favorite things ever. So that is a bookish thing I'm very excited for, and I just found like, considering that the next one I need to read is volume 40, I felt like I come very far. Because like, the manga I read the most volumes of is Berserk, which is 41 volumes. So like, I will have now, when I read this next, which hopefully I will do tomorrow maybe, I will have read as many volumes of One Piece as Berserk, which obviously has a totally different I was gonna say published thing, but it's just really weird to think about that this is the one manga now I've read the most of, and probably will be until I die, because like, which other manga that I read is gonna have as many volumes as One Piece, honestly. Okay, so library books, Babel, PocketBook, One Piece, and then the last thing I want to talk about is buddy reads, which I'm very excited for, because I talked to different friends that I know for completely different places, by the way, in my life, and we started different buddy reads. So I'm very excited that I'm doing like, obviously I'm doing the buddy reads with Erica. We listen to audiobook together like a couple every month, unless we have like breaks. So obviously I appreciate them a lot, but that's like a different kind of reading, because I don't do this physically. These are like, we split in the book in chapters, and like we read these every day and try to talk about it. Obviously skipping a day, etc., is fine. And every time I want to start a buddy read with someone, they're always like, you know what, I'm reading as much as me, you're gonna finish the book before me. And I was like, I slow down and like sit down and plan with you how much we're gonna read, what is good for you to be reading. And I just think it's really funny that everyone expects me that I think they're going to finish the book the same day as me. But now I just add that kind of on top of my reading, and then I realized when you add many buddy reads on top of your normal reading, it becomes a lot of books. A lot of reading that you do plus the normal reading you do. Oh my god, my neighbor was walking. Why am I doing this? Either way, the first buddy read that I started with Justine was Into the Crooked Place by Alexandra Christo. I owned this on my TBR for ages, and so far we have gotten halfway-ish. We're reading 4 chapters a day, and we will finish it in like a week. I think less than a week. None of us are liking it. We were like, what is going on? We don't care about anything. I think we are planning to read a sequel. We also, both of us have the favorite editions, and we're both like, why? But the sequel is much smaller, which I always think is a very bad sign. Why can this be so thick and this so smaller? Then I feel like the second one is gonna have no impact, and this is already having no impact. So I'm having bookish joy from this because I'm reading it with my friend, but less bookish joy because we don't like the book. But at least we have cool spread edges. Then I think the next book we agreed on was Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Bowley. So this is our next one. I think this is some murder investigation. It is by an indigenous author following indigenous main character, I believe. And oh my god, I just so think I have heard amazing things. I'm very excited for this, and I feel like we will both like this one more after we finish those others. Then with my other friend Johan, we started All the Lovers in the Night, Mieko Kawakami. Both of us has enjoyed Japanese literary fiction a lot, so we have also enjoyed Mieko Kawakami's other books before, so it's a perfect way to start. It is very short. We're reading 2 chapters a day. I think we'll finish in 2 days. If I remember correctly, we're currently like a bit over halfway. So far, very weird, but I don't expect anything less from Mieko Kawakami. But like, I'm like waiting it to get to a certain point, but it's still very fun to read together. I think we are planning next to read City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett, which is the first one in the Divine City series. I think I convinced her to read those with me because no one wants to read them with me apparently, and now I finally convinced someone to do so. I think this is about a city that needs to survive after the gods die, but I'm unsure, and I've just been wanting to read it for a really long time so I can also read Thunderside, but I was in absolutely, what's it called, stubbornness to not read Thunderside before I read this, because this is the one I owned first. So I want to see if Johan will read the whole trilogy with me and then maybe also read Thunderside. But if she doesn't like it, then I don't know what I would do. I guess I would read them alone. That's really sad. Then with also another friend, Ingrid, we are going to read The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. We haven't started yet because I'm waiting for her to finish another book. And obviously we both have watched the show. I have watched it a lot, so it will be fun to see how it like compares in a way. But I also think that I know they are so different that I think I have a hard time comparing. But I'm very excited to actually read this and see what I think about it. And we also plan to do other buddy reads hopefully in the future. I think we are reading 1 or 2 chapters a day. I don't remember what we read on. Yes, chapter 1 is like 34 pages. I think we said 1 chapter a day, but it's not that many chapters. It was like 9 chapters or something. So hopefully we're gonna start this maybe this week or next week. And the last buddy read I want to talk about is Sword of Kagen. This I am starting the 1st of May together with my patrons in the Discord. We are doing a Discord buddy read of this. We were reading, as I said, 1 chapter a day. This has 31 chapters, so we're gonna literally be reading it from the 1st of May to the 31st of May. You should honestly join us if you want to read it with us. I think that it will be a very interesting, slow-paced read to be able to discuss every chapter. Obviously, if someone is behind, they are welcome to be so and join up with us. But like, I never read a book a chapter a day, especially such a long book, like over 31 days. That's a long time to be reading one book, if you know what I mean. And I feel like it will be really fun and interesting. I want to do more continuous like buddy reads in the Discord, so it will be fun to see how it goes with this one, and hopefully many more buddy reads will happen. And also, this is on my 24. And also, I've just been wanting to read it for like 100 million years, so it would be nice. Now I have decided I will read it in May, and I don't know why I've been so, what's it called? I've been so like, I don't even know the words, like intimidated by it. So maybe this will make it less intimidating, knowing I will only do a chapter a day. Yay! That was the last of the buddy reads. That was all the bookish joy I've experienced lately. A new 5-star read. a new e-reader, buddy reads, etc. I've been having moments lately where I've been very appreciative of what like books has, I don't know, that sounds very dramatic, given me life. So I thought it would be fun to share with you all. I felt like it was a lot of things at once that was happening. So I was just like, let's just sum it up in one video. Outside in the sun, and it's not even sunny, it's cloudy. So it honestly did not work out exactly how I wanted, but such is life, such is life. Oh my god, someone is like cutting something and it's really loud. Okay, so that was that video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a sun emoji down below if you enjoyed this and you just see me see a new one. Okay, bye.